Aaron Taylor was 57 years old, living in Phoenix, Arizona. He was married and worked at the local mall. From the outside, it looked like an ordinary life. But behind the scenes, Aaron was battling silent struggles. He wasn't happy. His job didn't pay enough to cover rent, bills, tuition fees, and groceries. The pressure weighed heavily on him. His wife didn't work either. Every day she would wake up, eat, and watch television while Aaron carried the burden of supporting the entire family. The marriage grew tense. Aaron often begged his wife to get a job to support the family even a little. But she refused. Arguments filled the home. She would snap back with words like, "It's your responsibility, Aaron." Be a man, Aaron, broken and frustrated, still dragged himself to work each day. One afternoon, while at his job, Aaron realized he had forgotten his wallet at home. He asked a co-worker to cover for him, rushed back, and opened the front door. What he saw shattered his world. His wife was with another man. The betrayal was undeniable. Within weeks, his wife filed for divorce. Soon after, Aaron lost his job too. Everything he had built crumbled at once. With no support system and no home, Aaron became homeless. He drifted through Phoenix, carrying only sadness and hopelessness. But this wasn't the end of his story. Fast forward 2 years later, it was winter in Phoenix. The Paradise Valley Mall area became Aaron's refuge. The area was filled with restaurants, small shops, and parking lots. Among the rush of daily life, Aaron was just trying to survive. He wasn't a violent man. He kept to himself, usually found sleeping on a bench near a Subway sandwich shop. All he had were thin blankets to fight the cold. But his misery attracted cruelty. A group of young men from a nearby apartment complex began targeting him. They were between 17 and 21 years old. Boys with cars, apartments, and families to go home to. To them, Aaron was entertainment. They duct taped him to benches. They threw him into fountains. They laughed as he struggled, while Aaron endured it all just to survive another day. Then came Christmas evening. While most families gathered indoors, Aaron lay on his usual bench, wrapped in thin blankets. That same group of young men appeared again, but this time their cruelty went further. They poured alcohol on Aaron while he was asleep, and in a shocking act of brutality, they set him on fire. Aaron's screams pierced through the night air. Flames engulfed him as the boys ran back to their apartments, leaving him behind. Nearby witnesses called 911. Firefighters and paramedics rushed to the scene. They put out the flames and tried desperately to save Aaron's life. But in the process, they accidentally destroyed crucial forensic evidence that could have identified his attackers. Aaron's burns were too severe. Despite every effort, he was pronounced dead. His life, filled with hardship, ended in unimaginable pain. Police launched an investigation. Witnesses said they had seen the same group of young men harassing Aaron earlier. Detectives suspected them immediately, but their parents quickly stepped in. They hired lawyers and instructed their sons not to cooperate. With no forensic evidence and no eyewitness testimony, the case fell apart. The boys were never charged. To this day, Aaron Taylor's murder remains unsolved. Aaron wasn't famous. He didn't have wealth or a platform. He was just a man, a husband, a worker, someone who slipped through the cracks of life. His story shows the harsh reality of how vulnerable people on the streets can become. If you want to hear more real-life crime stories like this one, subscribe and stay tuned for the next dark truth.